Good morning, everyone. My name is Maureen Schaefer, and I am privileged and proud to lead the Nevada Health and Bioscience Corporation. I will be your virtual master host of ceremonies today. Thank you, everyone, for the few who are with us in person today, and for the many more who are with us virtually due to the current world conditions. On behalf of my fellow board of directors and myself, we are extremely privileged and pleased to be able to share this extraordinary day with so many who will be watching virtually as we mark and celebrate this positive landmark for further expansion of the UNLV School of Medicine, the expansion of medical education in Southern Nevada, and for the advancement of healthcare in our community and in Nevada itself. We have an exciting program for you today, and we hope that will allow you to learn a little bit more about medical education and the medical education building and about the UNLV School of Medicine. Most exciting, though, is at the very end of the program, after the groundbreaking, we're going to have a race. Our founding dean, the Venerable Barbara Atkinson, is with us today. Yay! For whom we all owe a debt of gratitude. And she and I are going to jump into two construction backhoes and race against each other. Now, Barbara, you may be older, you may be more experienced, more patient, a better negotiator, better looking and better networked than me, but I know construction equipment. So game on, sister. So stay with us. We hope you enjoy the program. Thank you all for being with us today, here in person, the few of us that are, and as importantly, all of you out there in virtual land. Without further delay, I would like to introduce our first very important speaker, the UNLV School of Medicine Dean, Dr. Mark Hahn.
Thank you. Thank you, Maureen. Can you guys hear me? No? Hello, hello? Yeah, it's on. Thank you, Maureen. What a great day and what a great event. And I'd like to get in on that backhoe race, by the way. But anyway, seriously, I'd like to wholeheartedly thank Chancellor Rose, President Whitfield, Provost Heavley, the Regents current and past, Mayor Goodman, Chairwoman Kirkpatrick, Governor Sisolak, and prior Governor Sandoval, and certainly our founding dean, Dr. Barbara Atkinson, for all that they've done to bring this day and to make this day a reality. Most importantly, though, I'd like to thank the Nevada Health and Bioscience Corporation and all the donors without whom we really would not be where we are today. And finally, I'd like to thank all the supporters of UNLV and UNLV Medicine, and I'd like to thank our guests. So let's think about what this means. The future healthcare of the Valley, of Las Vegas, depends on our ability to train the next generation of physicians. And what better place to do that than a modern, technologically advanced medical education building? This will become part of the UNLV academic health centers, which is the hospitals in which we work and the other health science schools, including nursing, public health, dental medicine, and integrative health. This is going to provide the next generation of healthcare for Las Vegas. I'd like us to think for a minute and let's imagine what we can do together. Let's imagine a time when Las Vegas, a tourist destination, can attract patients from throughout the United States to get top-notch health care in one of the world's most unique cities. Let's imagine when our ability to care for all of our citizens in Las Vegas serves as a model for the rest of the country. And let's imagine the future where the newest, most promising medical technologies are homegrown through the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. This building, the School of Medicine, UNLV, are going to be a hub for medical education and innovation. It's going to be a hub for the healthcare for our population moving forward. And as importantly, this is going to be a hub for bio-innovation and economic diversification. We'd all like to see healthcare, biotechnology, pharmaceutical research be the next great economic boom in our city. And I think having a building to train the next generation of physicians and scientists is exactly what we need to do that. Our mission at UNLV Medicine, the central theme of everything we do, is to care for our community. And we do that through education, through research, through clinical care, through community engagement. We do it taking into account people and process and planning, and most importantly, diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's our mission. This gift, this building, will help us get there. And for that, we'll be forever thankful to the generosity of our donors for making this a reality. Thank you and have a good morning.
All right, can you hear me? Cool. All right, I'm Cameron. I'm a first-year medical student, so this is one of the few times I actually get to put this coat on. I'm representing the class of 2024 for the UNLV School of Medicine. As a Nevada native, and a graduate of Coronado High School, I'm proud to be a part of the effort to transform healthcare and bring more doctors to my home community of Southern Nevada. This community means a lot to me. It's a community that helped my sister through cancer and helped inspire me to go into medicine. So I'm really happy to say that the new medical education building will help us bring more doctors here. The generosity and forward thinking of the donor group is extraordinary. And I can tell you, we medical students are incredibly grateful, and we will never forget their amazing support. The foundation of our school is built upon 4 pillars: education, community engagement, research, and patient care. Here's more about the education component and quality and character of our students. Thank you.
The UNLV School of Medicine looks for students who are from Nevada or have strong ties to the area. The reason? We believe these students are more likely to make Las Vegas their home after graduation. And that helps UNLV deliver on its mission to increase the number of physicians in Nevada. Currently, we enroll 60 future doctors per year. With the completion of the new medical education building in the heart of the city's medical district, we plan to increase our class size, thereby injecting even more doctors into the community. These students bring with them highly competitive academic records, and our emphasis on community has helped us to attract a student body that reflects the diversity of the community. We are one of the most diverse medical schools in the nation. 30% of our students are first-generation college students, and many are from underrepresented populations and economically disadvantaged backgrounds. We believe that diversity brings strength to our programs. And for our community, it means we will succeed in producing doctors who will provide both quality and culturally sensitive care to everyone. Here at the UNLV School of Medicine, we also have 11 accredited residency programs and 12 fellowship programs, which allow us to train outstanding specialists and subspecialists who are compassionate, knowledgeable physicians practicing here in Nevada and helping to mitigate the physician shortage and contribute to the community.
Good morning. My name is Brian Knudsen. I represent Ward 1, the medical district, the city of Las Vegas, and I am honored to welcome you here today. This is really important and a critical moment. And I want to talk for a minute about my personal experience in the medical district, why I ran for office, and then, of course, say my appreciation to those of you here today. So I spent quite a bit of time at UMC, University Medical Center, with my son, who is critically ill in the pediatric intensive care unit. And it's amazing the conversations you can have at 3 o'clock in the morning talking to the nursing staff, talking to medical students, talking to physicians about what they hope to see, about what they want in our medical community, and about what infrastructure is necessary in order for them to stay in Southern Nevada. A lot of those medical students I talked to were getting ready to leave Nevada and find somewhere else for graduate medical education experiences, for an environment where they could raise their family. And it was overnight and 3 o'clock in the morning with my son sitting in a hospital bed where I decided to run for office because I knew that it was an obligation, a responsibility to build out the community here where medical students want to stay and live in Southern Nevada, build out their practice here, build out their families here, and continue to make Southern Nevada wonderful and amazing because it has been for so many of us. That's only possible because of the catalytic donors that are here with us today and who have invested not only in the medical school but in Southern Nevada, in Nevada in general. We have to build out the infrastructure in order for this community to thrive, and it's the catalytic donors who have made that possible. So I am incredibly grateful for building out a community where my son can stay in Southern Nevada and have a healthy life, for all of us to stay in Southern Nevada. For Maureen Schaefer for bringing us together today, there is an entire debt of gratitude for our entire community to you to make sure that this medical school goes into place. For the university, for the NSHE system, for allow this type of investment in our community in a way that it's happening, we have a debt of gratitude to you. Southern Nevada is an amazing place to live for so many of us, and for so many of us, it has been a struggle and a challenge. And the reason is because we have to build out the infrastructure that allows for people to live a successful and quality life. Healthcare is one of those critical foundation pieces that need to be built out, and it'll be through the UNLV School of Medicine, through catalytic donors, through our investment in this community that'll allow us to build out Southern Nevada in the way that we all expect it to build out. So I stand here today on the coattails, on the shoulders of giants, not because I had anything to do with any of this, because I can ride on the coattails of Commissioner Weekly and the city of Las Vegas who allowed for this to happen. So I don't stand here saying I did anything related to this. I stand here saying that I have an obligation and a responsibility to make sure that this area thrives. I have an obligation to the students, to the faculty, to the employees that live in this area to make sure that the city of Las Vegas is an active partner in growing the healthcare industry, in growing the bioscience medical research industry, in growing the opportunity for every single person here to call Las Vegas home and be proud of that. Be proud of the fact that we can serve people in the way they deserve to be served. So for all of the people involved in making sure the groundbreaking happened today, I owe you a debt of gratitude and now a lifetime of service to make sure that your investment comes to fruition and we make sure Southern Nevada remains at the top of its game. And thank you to the donors, thank you to the faculty, to the staff. One of the most meaningful experiences of my life was sitting on the admissions committee for the medical school. I actually remember reading Cameron's application, and that was super fun for me. My obligation is to you. The future is very bright, and I have an obligation to make sure that you stay in Southern Nevada and are proud to call this home. So again, thank you to everyone for making this a possibility. My commitment is to you to making sure this area respects the investment that we're putting into it. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Robert Sotilli, and if you're wondering why they have a parent of one of the medical students up here, I assure you, I am actually a second-year medical student representing the class of 2023. Well, one of the reasons I decided to become a doctor at the age of 45 is that I find great satisfaction in helping people. In fact, that was the driving force, the reason I left a 20-year career. And I'm happy to say that 240 medical students are currently doing just that, helping people by actively volunteering in the Las Vegas community. Even during the pandemic, when in-person volunteerism is by necessity limited, our students are still finding ways to serve the community, whether it's online via a number of platforms or even doing deliveries of essentials, no contact throughout the valley. So we are acutely aware of the needs of our neighbors because we see them every day. I intend to carry that knowledge, that service with me into my practice as a physician. It's important to not forget the challenges people face accessing healthcare. This incredible new building and the growth of the medical school will certainly help us serve the community.
At the UNLV School of Medicine, our vision is to create a world-class center of excellence and innovation in healthcare. And we do that by delivering medical education, patient care, and research. We are preparing Nevada's future physicians with the most advanced knowledge, treatments, and technologies, while serving the healthcare needs of our diverse and growing population. One of the first things our new medical students do is spend several weeks embedded in the most economically disadvantaged neighborhoods of Las Vegas. By talking with Las Vegans, students learn about the challenges many in our community face in their day-to-day lives. UNLV School of Medicine students are required to perform community service throughout the entirety of the school's curriculum. Each medical student chooses a nonprofit and stays with them for all 4 years. Community is a pillar of the UNLV School of Medicine's mission. Because we believe through collaboration with our community members and community partners, we are transforming healthcare in Southern Nevada.
Good morning, everyone. I'll try that again. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Today is a great day here in Southern Nevada. We are so very blessed with such beautiful weather. We are so blessed to be here for this wonderful occasion. For those who were here when this idea came to fruition, there were so many naysayers, should I say, Dean Atkinson? There were so many naysayers who said that this could not happen. For me, I stand before you to say, whom would have ever thought that a little indigent kid born to an indigent mother right at the University Medical Center, whom would have ever thought that I'd be standing in front of our illustrious chancellor, our provost, our dean, our president, our donors, all of you amazing men and women who are making this project happen for so many of our doctoral students. Cameron, let me just say thank you for your words. Thank you to all the speakers thus far. But thank you. It means the world to me as a native Nevadan. When we hear the song Home Means Nevada, this is what it's all about. When we first started talking about this school, we said to the dean, we said, Dean Atkins, we want to make sure that Las Vegans, that Southern Nevadans, that Nevadans have an opportunity at this, what we're going to call our jewel right here in the desert. So congratulations to you, young man. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I am so very blessed that as I stand here before you all today, knowing that this lady who gave birth to an indigent child because she was homeless herself would have never thought that the child that she gave birth to at UMC would now stand as your chairman of the board of UMC. Whom would ever thought that I'd be standing on these amazing grounds here for those who know Nevada and know Southern Nevada and know that it was many of us who had to come on these very grounds here to get our school shots, our immunizations, and all of our medical checkups. For many of us kids who grew up in underserved West Las Vegas, these are the sacred grounds that they would bring us to get all of our medical attention. What an amazing site to build such an amazing project. When former chairman of the board, Steve Sisolak, now governor, he and I sat here and we signed over the land to this project here. And all those who were here, we celebrated on that day. We hit some milestones and we hit some bumps in the road. But today we are here to celebrate. So, Mr. President, I would say to you, I'm honored. As I'm walking out of the door here today, someone said, hey, are you standing in for Melvin Kirkpatrick? Absolutely not. I'm standing in for me. This is my final farewell, Mr. President. I have about 2 months left in office, and what a way to walk out the door, to know that as I drive down Shadow Lane, I'd be able to look over and go, wow, God, you are absolutely amazing. Thank you all so very much for allowing me to be a part of this. Thank you so very much to the Board of County Commissioners. Thank you to my friend here, Councilman Knudsen, who I believe will be a great partner. He's already been a great partner. We've done some amazing things in this corridor, and this man here is the real deal. Let's get it. Let's go. God bless you all. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Kathy Velez, and I'm a third-year medical student representing the class of 2022. As a Las Vegas native and first-generation college student that attended, Fong Elementary, Brindley Middle School, Advanced Technologies Academy, and now UNLV, it's an honor to be here, and it wouldn't be possible without the generosity of our donors. It's also taken a good amount of hard work, but hard work is something that none of us are afraid of. So I want the donor group to know that we appreciate the dedication and the hard work that it's taken to get here today. But it'll all be worth it because this is going to be the permanent campus for the School of Medicine. You never know. We may be standing at the future site of a medical breakthrough because research is one of the pillars for the School of Medicine.
Breakthroughs in healthcare come from the kinds of exhaustive research conducted at academic medical centers like the UNLV School of Medicine. Research is integrated into our medical curriculum, celebrated within our graduate medical education programs, and actively carried out by our faculty. Dozens of projects are already in the school's pipeline. Such work takes a critical look at problems specific to our community. And research gives patients access to emerging technologies right in their hometown. Academic medical research has a multiplier effect in our economy by bringing critical federal funds into Nevada. Research enriches the school's educational and clinical missions as our students learn right alongside national leaders in medical research. And our community members can tap into the latest treatments without leaving Southern Nevada.
Thank you so much for inviting our office to participate in this special event. My name is Eric, and I'm here on behalf of Governor Steve Sisolak. This building would not only revolutionize medical practice and public health in our great state during the time that we need it the most, but it will also provide space for our students' needs in order for them to be successful in such an important field. While the governor was not able to attend today, he sent me on his behalf along with a certificate of recognition that I would like to read for you all right now. And this one's dedicated to NHBC and UNLV School of Medicine. In honor of the groundbreaking of the medical education building, as governor of the great state of Nevada, I congratulate you on the new upcoming medical education building. I wish you the best for many more years of success in the Silver State. And then I want to thank everyone here who was involved in making this building a reality. The governor sends his best wishes for a successful event today. And I would like to thank you personally, as myself. I am an alumni of UNLV, and this is an amazing experience, seeing this from the beginning. It brings it to my heart. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Have a great day.
Good morning. My name is Lauren Hollyfield, and I am a fourth-year medical student here at UNLV School of Medicine. I'm on track to graduate in 190 days, which will be May 7th, 2021. As a member of UNLV's charter class, I can't tell you how grateful I am to the visionaries. I'm looking at you, Dean Atkinson, to our donors, and to all of those who have worked so hard to make this medical education building come to fruition. And while this project may not be finished in time for me to be able to walk the hallways, I fully intend to return as a graduate physician, well-suited to return back to my community. I'm so grateful to be here today, and I speak on behalf of myself and all of my classmates. Thank you so much.
UNLV Medicine is the clinical practice of the UNLV School of Medicine. It comprises 15 different clinics offering primary and specialty care. UNLV Medicine is improving access to care in our community thanks to approximately 150 faculty physicians and more than 300 residents and fellows. They deliver care alongside a compassionate staff of certified medical assistants and clinical staff to over 10,000 patients a month in our clinics throughout the Las Vegas Valley. Our faculty physicians, residents, and fellows also help increase the capacity of Southern Nevada to respond to healthcare crises. Many of them working at University Medical Center of Southern Nevada were key players in the response to the 1 October shooting, the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history. The medical team's work and the response plan put into action that night has been lauded by the emergency management officials nationwide. Our other teaching facilities include Sunrise Hospital and Medical Center and the Mike O'Callahan Federal Medical Center, helping ensure that the military families in our community have access to top physicians. We have a commitment to educate and a passion to heal, leading transformative healthcare through education and improving outcomes for the people of Nevada.
So I want to thank the students for being here today. You're all so brilliant and magnificent. And this is what we're all here for, is the students. I also want to thank Dean Kahn. You're taking us into the future. And we're excited about it, and we're confident. Commissioner Weekly, every time I am in your presence and I hear you speak, I'm inspired. Being born at UMC and seeing where it's come, it's exciting. And again, you instill confidence in this community and where we came from and where we're going. Councilman Knudsen, you're a friend and you're a colleague, and you were in my office at UNLV when you came to talk about your son. And to have you be one of our public servants is heartening about what this community is all about and what we can do when we band together. So thank you for being here. And you aren't on the exterior. You're in the fight. You're in the arena. So thank you very much. I want to acknowledge, more than anything, our board of directors at the NHBC, who are all with us today, for whom this project would not have been possible. Mr. Andy Artusa, Ms. Mary Kay Cashman, Ms. Mary Ann Boyd Johnson, Ms. Chris McGarry Engelstad, Mr. Nick Santoro, and Ms. Lindy Schumacher. These individuals, who collectively possess decades of private and public institutional experience and knowledge, who also, as importantly, equally importantly, respect and have knowledge of our community's culture, values, and belief systems, are something not to forget. They've come together to create this organization, the Health and Bioscience Corporation, to enhance and aid the existing strong and invaluable healthcare system in our community, and thereby the lives of Nevadans. They've thought a lot about this, they've spent a lot of time, and they care deeply. The mission of the Nevada Health and Bioscience Corporation is to develop healthcare research, education, clinical assets, and programming in Nevada. No small task. The project will be built by a team who has assembled and has been working together for the last many months. New West Construction is project management, MJ Dean Construction, TSK and co-architects. They've been wonderful to work with thus far, and will continue diligently as we move forward. This is our first endeavor, and we look forward to its success. This project would also not be possible without our critical partners. We have Councilman Knudsen and Commissioner Weekly with us today. However, the leadership of Mayor Goodman has been brilliant with her constant guidance and unyielding support for the School of Medicine, and more broadly, healthcare development in the community. The City of Las Vegas have been leaders in the development of the medical district and continue to push forward in this ideal that is needed for enhanced healthcare and innovative economic healthcare development opportunities for our community as our community in Southern Nevada grows. Chairwoman Marilyn Kirkpatrick and the Clark County Commission have also been integral partners, enabling us to be here today. As Commissioner Weekly talked about, they donated this land to where the project will reside, where we sit at this moment, further embodying the idea that this is truly a community effort. Nothing in life worth its value generally happens without the hands of many. As we have worked with Dean Kahn at the School of Medicine on the current project plans and are eager to work with the new UNLV President Whitfield, thank you for being here, and Chancellor Rose, thank you for being here. Moving into the exciting future, we are reverent about our past and why we are here today. Allow me to formally thank founding Dean Barbara Atkinson, the right way. Thank you. We all do owe you a debt of gratitude for your tireless work ethic, your vision, your patience, your brilliance, and your unyielding love and belief in all of us and of this community. We love you right back. I'm still going to beat you in that race. Okay, just kidding. But we love you and Bill so much, and we'll never stop loving you. And a special, special thanks to former UNLV President Len Jessup. When you think of a person that thinks about community first before themselves, well, that's just Len. We also note the important contributions of former Councilwoman Lois Tarkanian and former UNLV President Marta Miana. In addition, we've relied on the expertise of Dean Ulmer at the UNLV Urban School of Affairs. Excuse me, totally lost my place here. And his colleagues at Brookings Mountain West and the Lindsay Institute for Expertise in Preeminent Healthcare Data Research. There are so many when it comes to doing something this big that so many say can't be done. We at the NHBC recognize that the more we invite to the table of opportunity to find solutions and make progress, the better we will be, and the bigger things that we can do. Thank you everyone for being here today and for watching from afar. And let's move to the groundbreaking. Thank you.